Hey, let me chat with you for a second about AI and why I think that most of us really need to be interested in learning about the risk and the benefits of it. So, whether you're for AI or against AI, that's a different topic and different conversation. But I do really think that just like the internet or the laptop, at some point, AI will be something that is very common, whether or not you are intentional about wanting to use it for yourself or business or anything. And even in our own lives. So AI is beyond just people that want to use it for making money or in their job, okay? So let's say you are a parent or in the future there are kids that are part of your life, whether it's, family members and things like that. The kids nowadays are being born and raised in the world where AI is something that is common. We weren't born in that if you are an adult, you know? You weren't born in the world where AI is common. AI was already existing, but it's not common. And there are so many benefits and risks of AI that it really is a benefit for you right now. Whatever reasons you want to use AI for, it's a benefit for you to learn just the awareness of AI because these kids will be affected by it, whether it's them going to a school where they're being taught only by AI. There's a school in Texas that is being taught only by AI. Did you know that? They're testing the school out and it's going to be like a model for other schools in the US. This is just the US I'm speaking of. So there's a school in Texas being taught only by AI. Let me see if I can find it article here because I did. Oh, I don't think I have it here in my AI awareness um, thing. But there's a school in Texas being taught only by AI, and that also is in a book called AI 2041, where it there's a story there where the teachers are AI robots and the human teachers are just basically helpers. And that's what the school in Texas is just like. And if you are planning to have a future with kids in it, I would highly recommend that you become aware of AI. That way, as you're raising them or as you're just being part of their lives, you can better advise them. You can better advise them because it's going to affect them. Just like the way the internet is affecting a lot of us now, AI will too. So think about it this way, right? You're sending your kid up to school, and now AI is already very common. It's like a standard, like, public schools or things like that, the way they're taught. This AI way of teaching is part of regular schooling. And you, as the parent or the caretaker, have no idea because you already shut yourself off from even wanting to understand what this technology is and what the capabilities are. You have no way of really connecting with your child or little person that you're responsible for. No way of understanding their experience because they're being taught by an AI teacher, and you grew up in the world where you were taught by a human teacher. Okay, so the school here it's called Alpha, and it's a private school in Austin, Texas, where they're being taught by AI. So that's one example here, right? And this is just a start because this method is going to happen. There's a lot of teachers that are protesting because they're not getting paid enough, and just the benefits for some teaching, it's way below the cost for them. So just as an example of that one. And then a reason why I'm thinking about this is because I came into this information as far as the laws and policies in AI because I was wondering, does the US have any policies on AI? And they do. So this is they have some policies and regulation, and they actually do have this law that's implemented. It's called the AI training law. So against what I have seen, because the EU came out with an EU AI Act, and I guess I just got the sentiment that US doesn't is far behind on implementing things like these, but the US does have things similar to the AI EU AI Act. It's just not I guess, put together as the EUA Act, but there are a lot of bills that are pending right now related to AI and laws that they want to put in place. But this is the one that's actually a law right now, and it's the AI Training Act. So, another thing for you to think about, whether you're for it or against it, because that's not the talk conversation here. Whether for or against it, if the US government is putting a lot of money and investment into something, that's something very important to like take note of. Okay? So whether it's for your business, if you want to take this as a strategy thing, look into it. Wonder what do they know? Like what is this technology going to do for the future that the government is investing money in it and it's investing money increasingly over it. So the AI Training Act, it's an act that requires the executive branch, certain agencies in the executive branch to have a training program to teach the people the benefits and the risk of AI. That's all it is. It's not teaching them like how to build it or anything, but it's just the awareness because they realize that this technology, as much risk as there are, it's just going to grow because there's so many benefits that it's already given people and companies. It's helping them do things faster and quicker. And I'm sorry, but it is going to take jobs. They want to make us feel like it's not going to take jobs. It's going to take jobs as well as create jobs, but it will take jobs. Look at Facebook, okay? Zuckerberg was on an interview talking about how they have their AI developers now that their goal is to have developer AI, so therefore they won't need as many developers. So it will take jobs, it will create other jobs, but I don't think it's going to create as many jobs as it's taking. I may be wrong in the future, so don't hold me on that, but it will take jobs because not everybody is going to want to learn how to use AI. Some people are going to be angry. They're going to want to retaliate. So it will take jobs because they don't want this machine to take their job away. Something that they are doing as a human. Now a machine's taking it, and now you're requiring them to go get trained and retrained, which, is what happens. It's a risk of being employed by somebody, but not everybody's going to be happy about that. So that's another reason. Looking into the fact that the US is putting funds into putting a law in to say, hey, executive branch of the US, we have a law in place for you to have to get trained on the risk and the benefits of this technology. So, how does that relate to you as a person? What does this technology mean for your own interaction, for your kids and your family? It's going to be a lot. And I have a lot of different predictions on how this plays out. And it's really just predictions on based on, the media, like our shows. Black Mirror, for example, shows us a lot of future scenarios of how this plays out. The book AI 2041 has a lot of scenarios, so many of them. The movie Is It Her, I think, with Scarlett Johansson, that's a scenario itself where a human has a chatbot as a companion. That's already happening. There's a company, what is it? I can't remember the name, but there's a company where it's a story about this one boy who ended up killing himself. That way he can get closer to his AI companion. And this is real life. This is not a story. This is not a movie or show. So let me see. Boy kills himself because of AI. AI chatbot. Yeah, an AI chatbot, this is the AP News, pushed a teen to kill himself. A lawsuit against its creator alleges. See, this happens. So, as a parent, whether or not you're interested, as a teacher, whether or not you're interested, as a company who wants to build AI apps, whether or not you're interested, please make yourself aware of this because this is a failure on the company for not having guardrails on their chatbot. If the company has trained the employees and themselves into the awareness and the risk and the benefits of AI, they would have put codes in place to guard and guide the chatbot to not lead to this. This story you can read into more, but it's just there are certain things that can be developed and certain conversations that can be ignored. Google right now, if you go play with Google Gemini, that chatbot, they have put so many guardrails on that. I can't even create certain things because their guardrails are just way too much. It gets annoying, but at the same time, I understand this is for the safety of people. And you have this company that didn't put guardrails because of their lack of AI awareness. And this boy killed himself. Like, for example, I guess this is the conversation here, that the lawsuit says that here's the conversation. I promise I will come home to you. I love you so much, Danny. And that's what the kid said to the chatbot. And the chatbot said, I love you too. Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. What if I told you I could come home right now? Please do, my sweet king. That's a conversation. Conversations like that should not. Anyways, I'll pull it back. This is a lack of guardrails with proper AI training and awareness training. The company would have put these things in place to not allow the chatbot to even entertain that kind of conversation because a human is not going to be together with a chatbot. I don't care what they're trying to sell us. I am pro AI in regards to me using it to be better at my work, but I'm also anti AI as far as the risk that comes with it. So I am very much pro AI awareness. And I think you should be very interested too because you may right now think that it doesn't affect you because it's not in your world, because you don't like it, because you hate it. Whether or not you hate it, it's still affecting you because you're having that conversation of hating it. Whether or not you don't think it's going to affect you, you have no idea how much the US government is putting money and funds into it. Whether or not you like it, it's happening. Okay? So, what does that look like for your health future? Say you're somebody who in the future you will use government assistance, or even right now you use government assistance. When that happens, don't you think that AI will be making decisions on what you can do or can't do with the government assistance? Don't you think that maybe in the future, this is maybe like way far out there, but I do see a future where they might require you to have an AI companion in order to, have Medicare or Medicaid, and have that companion monitor you, monitor your habits. That way you can see what you're eligible for. Anyways, I'm saying a bit too much, but all this in my head comes with AI awareness, and I really, really think us as people, individuals, businesses, executives, business owners, kids, parents, aunties, uncles, all of us should at least just curiously, don't have to pay for any program, curiously be aware of AI, its benefits and its costs, and just leave it at that. Whether or not you choose to use it, that's a whole different decision to be made. But just the awareness alone, I think, is a really good thing if you do plan on interacting with society. Because if you don't want to, then peace, go ahead, say I'm done, and go live your peaceful life away from technology. All right? Take care. Bye.